around the corner. Football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second down, it's Gibbs.
And this will wind up a Lions first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibbs. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but eventually they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They go play action with Richardson.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Vikings are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
That's some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A gain of 3, second down. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Love now to pass on first down.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
33 yards.
And the Vikings are on the board here first in the season opener.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
Richardson on 4th down.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook,
an 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Vikings have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Off-play action, Richardson.
He's going to go up top again. A leap, and he's got it. He got it.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
A big play there for Detroit. 56 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Gibbs.
Brought down at the 20.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibbs. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, it's Gibbs, and he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, I mean, down early here in this first half, I think they felt their backs were against the wall already, so they go for it on 4th and goal. And they're able to punch it into the end zone.
And they did a nice job there, feeling like their backs were against the wall, but going ahead and hunkering down and pushing forward and getting that score. That continues to give them an opportunity.
So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Odafe-Oweh.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
First down, going to the air with Love.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Love.
Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run for it. Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. And he'll get in as they're back within a score now. The lead's down to 7. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get them to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they'll work this down inside the 30. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Love. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. And that seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust, and he knows how good his guy is. So to him, it wasn't up for grabs. To him, it was a big play waiting to happen.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they didn't. Nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Second down and 8. Here's Chandler on second down.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
On 3rd down, Love.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. And Gay knocks this one through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On second down now, it's Gibbs. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Now it's Richardson.
He finds his man complete. That's Gibbs.
And he is going to have a Lions first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Richardson to the air on first down.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing again, it's Richardson on second down.
He finds his man complete. It's Gibbs. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Up the middle they go. Gibbs. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Play action. Now Richardson.
He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
51 yards.
And the Lions are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw now. Here's Love.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
A big play there for Minnesota. 41 yards.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
First down, here's the run with Cook. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, Love. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
Throwing, Love. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Running for it. Here's Cook. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So the drive will continue. After the conversion on 4th, they'll work from the 20 on 1st down. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now a handoff to Chandler. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. They'll run for it with Cook. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A big opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. Their defense definitely did their part with that pivotal 4th down stop. On 1st down, Richardson. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They run it again with Cook. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Cook up the gut. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Vikings, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.